Hello friends, welcome to our channel Knowledge Amplifier, and in my this particular video I am going to discuss some very important questions related to k nearest neighbor algorithm in machine learning. Okay, and all these questions whatever I am going to discuss in this particular video tutorial and some upcoming video tutorial related to quiz part of KNN, all are basically important for machine learning or data science related interview process. Okay, so let us discuss one by one. So first question, KNN algorithm does more computation on test time rather than train time. Option 1 is true, option 2 is false. Pause my video and try to think, and here I am explaining. Okay, so the correct answer is true, A. Why? Try to understand. KNN algorithm obviously does more computation during test rather than train. So if you just recall the how KNN classifier or regressor works, basically whenever a new data point comes, it tries to find out distance between all rest of the data points. Like here with all the red data point, it will try to find the distance. Okay, all this. Similarly with all the data point belonging to green class also, it will try to find out the distance. Okay, so like this, after calculating distance from this new data point with all other data point belonging to all different classes, it will take nearest k data points. Okay, now for regression it will take mean of the data set, and for classification it will take mode of the k nearest data set. Okay, so just try to understand, whenever you are making the model for k nearest neighbor algorithm, it is actually not computing anything. Okay, that's why it is also called lazy learner. Like we have seen for linear regression, y equal to mx plus c. So whenever you are making the model, this m and c value, okay, model is calculating either using ordinary least square or using gradient descent anyway, right? Suppose for SVM, model has to calculate first the support vectors, okay, the linear classifier above which all the points will be considered as positive and below which all the points will be considered as negative. For decision tree, model has to basically calculate the acts, okay, based on which it is going to apply classification or regression on our new data set. When you are considering KNN algorithm, it is actually doing nothing with the training time. Okay, no computation, just it is storing the dataset in the memory. But whenever one new data point comes for testing purpose, that time it has to compute distance between all other data point and then take k nearest k values, and based on that it should give the result based on mean or mode for regression and classification, right? So basically its whole computation is oriented towards test duration. Okay, so this is very important concept, that KNN algorithm has require more test time rather than train time, and that's why this is like, because this is lazy learner, and you can explain like this. Okay, it just in the training time it just store the dataset in the memory, never compute anything, but whenever test data point comes, actual computation started. Okay, so more test time than training time, so answer is true. Okay, next question, let us go. So which of the following option is true about KNN algorithm? Option 1, it can be used for classification. Option 2, it can be used for regression. Option 3, it can be used for both classification and regression. So obviously the correct answer is no doubt C, right? I have discussed both these. For regression we take mean, for classification we take mode of the k nearest dataset, right? Let's go to the next question. Which of the following distance measure do we use in case of categorical variable in KNN? Okay, remember this categorical variable we are discussing. Option 1, Hamming distance. Option 2, Euclidean distance. Option 3, Manhattan distance. So the correct answer is yes, Hamming distance. And I hope you know what is Hamming distance. Just recall the concept of information theory and coding we have already studied. Hamming distance is basically nothing but where suppose two strings are there, where one particular character is not matching with respect to the same position character of the other string. Okay, like here Caroline and Catherine. Okay, very popular example. KK matching, AA matching, but see here R, here T, so one mismatch. O and H another mismatch, 2 L and R another mismatch, so 3 mismatch, I and I matching, N and N matching, so here having distance is 3. For here these two, see K matching, A and E not matching, so having distance 1. Then R and R matching, O and S not matching, having distance increased to 2. L and T not matching, having distance increased to 3. IN. Okay, so here also having distance 3. So this is how we calculate having distance for strings, and this is basically used as distance parameter for KNN classifier if I have categorical variable, right? So I hope it is also clear to you. So the answer is having distance, right? So option A. Then next question, which of the following true about Manhattan distance? Okay, see option 1, it can be used for continuous variable. Option 2, it can be used for categorical variable. Option 3, it can be used for both categorical as well as continuous. Option D, none of these. So what is the correct answer? Obviously correct, no doubt. Correct answer is option A. It is only can be used for continuous variable, because what is the formula of Manhattan distance? Just recall, mod of x2 minus x1, okay, plus mod of y2 minus y1 when we are calculating a distance using Manhattan. And when you are calculating Euclidean distance, then square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square, right? So basically we can interpret easily like this. Suppose this is my data point x1 comma y1, and this is my data point x2 comma y2. So what we are doing basically for Manhattan distance, we are calculating this distance, okay? X mod of x2 minus x1, there is this straight line, and mod of y2 minus y1, there is this straight line. But when you are calculating Euclidean distance, we are basically calculating this one, okay? So I hope this simple concept is also clear to you. This one what I was talking actually. So obviously it is used for continuous variable, because x1 x2 when you are subtracting like this, obviously you cannot apply for categorical variable, right? So it is continuous variable used Manhattan distance. All right, then sometime it may be asked that what is the use case of Manhattan distance, okay, and what is the use case of Euclidean distance. I hope you know many example of Euclidean distance use cases, okay. I am discussing one of them, okay. So in planned cities, in developed countries, what happens that the roads are basically like arranged such that it forms this kind of grids, okay, proper arrangement, okay. Now in developing countries also they are trying to do that, all right. So when suppose you want to go from this house to this house in that particular area, so how you will go? You will go like this and this. So basically here Manhattan distance will come into picture. Like here one particular image I have taken from internet. Suppose this is my x1 y1 point, this is my x2 y2. So if I want to go from x1 y1 to x2 y2, then Manhattan distance basically giving us one good idea, right? See how Manhattan distance is working. But when Euclidean distance is required, suppose you are going from x1 y1 to x2 y2 using flight, okay, that time straight away, okay. So that why we consider this displacement path, okay, that is this one, Euclidean distance, right? So this is one simple use case we can say. And coming to the last question of our this particular discussion, what would be the relation between the time taken by 1 nn, 2 nn and 3 nn, okay. So option 1 is 1 nn time required most, then 2 nn, then 3 nn. 1 nn, option B is 1 nn less than 2 nn less than 3 nn. Option C almost same timing. Option D none of these. So the correct answer is yes, correct, option C. Why? Because I have told you that it during trading actually it is not doing anything, it is just storing the data in the memory, okay. So time taken for creating the model is same, because whatever data set if you are taking same data set, then that data set to store memory, whatever time required for 1 nn, same will be going to take for 2 nn, same will be going to take for 3 nn. But when you are computing when you are using some new data set which is unknown to our classifier, okay, for classification or regression, that time it will start computing, okay, and that time is required actually, okay. So training time is same, but testing time will be different, okay. So here time taken for 1n and 2n and 3n is obviously we have to understand like this, that what is the time taken for creating the model, and creating the model takes same time. So the correct answer is option C. Okay, for training time I am talking. So this is all for my this video. I hope this particular questions will be helpful to you for preparing a nearest neighbor algorithm in a better way. Okay, and if you find this video helpful, please like, share and comment. Subscribe my channel if you have not subscribed till now, and don't forget to press the bell icon to get the notification of my latest videos. Thank you.